Okay, so this will be the extensive Columbia review that I've been talking about. And then, hi, this is it.
Featuring me!
Yay! So, I got my notes here, and maybe we should just start from the beginning.
Okay, from the beginning, right at the beginning, which was
the
opening with Seal.
Yeah.
So they, like I spoke before about the minimalist setting using the giant chess pieces, and one of the chess pieces has a cage at the top, so that's where we start, and Seal's in there.
Yep.
And he sings.
Yeah, he started by, and then he calls out to his parents, like literally, that's in the lyrics, and then you have the usual dark,
like
melody. And then it's really similar to previous in
and
then how
Beautiful Death.
And how Sebastian just comes out and beats everyone up, and then they make a contract, and then we move on to
so that part's pretty much the same. So nothing special except for the fact that they use the giant chess piece, which I
and then a different song, I assume.
The same format, like the hooded figures, Sebastian coming killing everyone,
and then switch to the domestic
setting. To the domestic setting.
Yeah, and I think the beginning when he like
tips over.
Yeah, tips over. That was impromptu.
It was very good, and it kind of set the tone because like Sebastian's humorous as well, which I think the movie sort of forgot because he was very powerful in the movie.
Yeah.
So you have to balance the fact that he's a giant nerd lord as well as the fact he's a demon. So I thought that was very good, and Yuya's, I think, really kind of grown into the character.
Yeah, it just came. He kind of just naturally fixed
naturally nerdy.
and then the intro of the servants was
pretty much like the manga.
And then Book of Circus episode 1, like the
story, the filler.
Yeah.
To kind of
that was I think it was identical. Like the things that they screw up.
With the Maylin screws up
the washing machine, the laundry.
She puts too many scoops of detergent.
And then Finney with the roses.
No, lavender. Lavender.
Oh, was it lavender?
And then Bard blowing up the kitchen.
It's almost identical.
Yeah, it's really cute because Maylin has a basket, a laundry basket, but there's like a bubble machine inside. So as she's running around, it's spewing bubbles, which I think is
and then Bard just come out with this explosive
with his fro. Bard with his fro, and then Sebastian like really trying not to murder people. Like he's so like really reining it in from committing murder. And he fixes everything. So.
I think he was like leaning backwards.
So same old, and then after that he goes away.
And then
shit, and then
suddenly the two Charles comes out.
Charles Grey throws himself through the window.
Look at my notes. I had like hearts around Grey.
So she likes Grey, and I like Phipps, so it's good because we're not fighting. Yeah, we don't have to fight who we like.
And then they get into a fight. What are they like singing while they fought, right? That happened.
So the Phantom Hive 7s actually go into defense mode. So Maylin brings out the gun.
And took off her glasses.
And then Bard's got his bazooka thing, and then
Finney has like this tiny small statue.
He's got like a marble statue that he's throwing around, and then they do the scene where Phipps sews the flower, the tulip, onto the back of Finney's hat, which is cute. So they've kind of taken that from another section of the manga and inserted it.
They kind of have all these little details in it, and then I think Phipps just tells Finney to kind of like put that away. And Finney says
yes, because he's very happy that he has a flower on his hat.
And
so then after that, Sebastian comes in and tells him to stop, and he recognizes them. So he gives them like a high tea tier, and Charles Grey, who eats everything, eats like the little puffs.
He's always eating.
And so they deliver the letter, which is from the Queen, which is the whole, there are a hell of a lot of women in Whitechapel being killed. Find out what the hell's going on.
And then they have this mysterious figure, which is like a lot like the Beautiful Death in the World, where Eric all dressed up show up in like and
it was supposed it was kind of like Druid's outfit with the trench coat and the hat. So they've got like a stylized like Jack the Ripper figure in the shadows who like acts out killing someone.
And then I think the next scene was the policeman, right?
With the Hanks and so they do. It was really good because how they transition it is they projected London onto the chess pieces, which is really good.
And then they recycle some last year's jokes. Ski.
ski. That was my favorite thing. I do like that they carry that over.
Yeah, ski. And then they move into Lao's place, right? And,
yeah.
and that's where we first get to see Madame and Butler Grell.
No, it's not Lao's place. It's the townhouse.
All right. Okay.
It's the Phantom Hive London townhouse. So Madame and Lao are already tearing up the place.
Yep.
And so we meet Lao and Madame for the first time. And Lao. So the most amazing thing about Lao is that he keeps his eyes shut for the entire.
Yeah.
The entire musical. So when his back is to the audience, he opens his eyes briefly for a look, but then other than that, he's got like the Brock eyes with his eyes shut.
Yep.
Which, like, kudos to the actor for not like pitching himself off the stage. Like that takes. Oh, he doesn't crash into anything either. That takes a lot of skill.
And I think one of the special thing about this musical with the songs is really they're really just talking and they suddenly start singing.
Yeah,
and the lyrics and their dialogues are like mixed.
Yeah,
together.
It's kind of like it reminds me a bit of who's like very old, but like My Fair Lady, where they do like a talking, singing kind of thing. Yes, they slip from dialogue into the song quite naturally.
Yeah.
Whereas like sometimes with musicals you have like a pause and then they launch into a song. Which I think
full song. Like the Most Beautiful Death and like a lot of songs in that musical are like standalone.
Yeah.
Songs. They're not conversations.
Whereas
they're just
these ones like they just slip. They go from talking straight into a song, which I think flows a lot better.
Yeah.
So like I said,
that's how Madame Red was introduced while Lao was singing. You know, Madame Red something in the while doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where we meet Grell as well.
Yeah.
Tiny Butler Grell. Which
not very noticeable at that.
Yeah, which is the point though. You're not supposed to notice like meek little Butler Grell.
Yeah,
which is really cute because we haven't seen Butler Grell since the very first musical.
Nobody really remembers the first musical.
Yeah. so it was nice. It was nice to see Uehara as like Butler Grell as well. And he's very cute. He's very endearing.
Yep.
All right, next.
Undertaker.
Yes, there goes.
And then they go to see Undertaker. You can lead them.
So he comes wheeled out in a giant coffin and he pops out as Lao goes to investigate. And they do that scene where, of course, you need to exchange a laugh for information. So Lao starts with a joke and the joke is terrible, and so Undertaker puts like a patch and the patch has
just hands him
he hands him like a face
cross, the red cross.
It's got a red cross, and then Madame's like, oh no, I've got this. And she starts telling a very lewd story, and they actually like make the censor sound like beep, as she's talking.
Yeah,
and then she gets handed a cross. And then Sebastian's like, no, alright, you stupid mortals, like, I've got this. So he drags him off stage, and he's like...
Behind the curtains, at the corner.
Yeah, and he's like, you're not allowed to come in.
And then like 2 seconds later, you hear Undertaker just laughing.
And then he comes out.
Yeah, and then he's like, okay.
And then he gives the clue.
Yep.
Clues about the bodies, which is that they're all, like, eviscerated here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then they ride the carriage.
Oh yeah, and then they leave. Actually, the transition's really funny because they all leave, and then Izumi is there, and
and he's just talking to the audience.
And he actually breaks the fourth wall, and he starts talking to the audience, and then like he gets a drink because his throat's parched, and then it's like the wrong kind of drink, and he ends up with this really terrible old man voice. And then after that, he just like he says bye to the audience.
Yeah, he literally said like bye bye.
Yeah, and then he goes into the coffin and gets wheeled off. And then there's the funniest shit. So they have like a carriage. Yeah. So they're still maintaining the giant chess pieces. So the carriage.
They're there the whole time. The chess pieces barely move at all.
Yeah. So they're in the background, but they actually have the knight piece from the chess set, which is a giant horse, and then they've got like a stone carriage.
Yep.
And then
that horse is the horse.
The horse is the horse.
carriage.
Yeah, but it's giant. So so like the scale is like that's the horse, and then Grell's like here.
Yeah, and then Grell has to go like. To pat the horse.
And then it like neighs and he falls over. Anyway, so the carriage is made of stone and everyone sits on it, and then he shakes the reins.
Starts the
and then everyone starts going.
Yeah, and everyone was just
like
the whole time they're talking, like they had a lot of lines in the
bounce.
scene. Yeah, but then they were like bouncing by themselves on the camera, and then the projections are like moving images. So it's really like the carriages moving and then moving at different speeds.
It's like an old school kind of film where they've got like the moving background, but the stationary. So they do this the whole time, like they bounce.
The whole time. And then Sebastian kind of just jumps off the carriage.
Yeah, this is the one where Ciel's like, get me a list of all the doctors, all the physicians in London and their alibis.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's learned that from The Undertaker. If these women are eviscerated, then there's got to be a medical connection. So Sebastian flies off, Grell gets them lost. They crash, they end up at the townhouse again, and when they open the door, Sebastian's there.
With tea ready.
With tea ready, and he's got the list of all the physicians.
Right.
What happens next?
I forgot where did Madame Red touches Sebastian's butt.
There.
That was the place,
yeah,
right?
It was there, she feels him up, because she's like, oh my god. Excuse me, she's like, wow. Like,
perfect butler.
Perfect butler, who's like really hot, can like do shit. Unlike my own butler, who's terrible at everything.
Yeah. And then we move on to Druid. Yep, this Viscount. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we move on to he's dance and he's solo.
He's got like a massive like solo again with like fan boys and girls.
Yeah. I really like that song though.
He's my least favorite character. Sorry. So
but I really like the song. I
really liked Fujita Rei's.
Deeper, creepier.
Yeah, because he was like really creepy and dark, as well as really playful. And it also helped that he was French, like he's French-Japanese.
Yeah, sure.
So in Most Beautiful Death, he spoke French, and it was very attractive.
Yeah.
So you've got the druid sequence, and then
and then the party, the actual party, and then Ciel comes out with the
ball gown. Yeah. So it's the whole druid's holding a party. We need to know about druid. But he only allows girls and women.
It's the same as the beautiful
in
the world. and then the two Charles come in, and then Sebastian has to, because like they could recognize Ciel, so Sebastian has to shield.
So technically in this part what they've done is they've interchanged Elizabeth with the Phipps, with the Charles Grey and Phipps. So instead of like Elizabeth finding Ciel and Sebastian has to hide Ciel, you've got the two Charles who are
eating and talking about dresses and sewing.
Yeah, so Phipps is talking about sewing. And,
and then Grey's eating, drinking.
So that's where they removed Elizabeth and put the Charles twins, and that's where Sebastian is dancing with Ciel and
it's just like spinning around. And
or like one of the transitions was like.
Yeah, he was trying to shield
behind, and then this is the one where Druid, like, he's like, oh my god, this beautiful Robin, like, I must molest this child, because he's disgusting like that. Anyway, so then Ciel realizes, like, he needs to do this because...
he has to get closer to...
so this is the part of the manga where they assume that Druid is Jack the Ripper, because he's the only one without an alibi at this point.
And then they also did a knife thing, right?
So that's to distract while Ciel goes off with Druid. Sebastian and Lau do the cabinet trick, which is where they lock Sebastian in the cabinet and he stabs Lau stabs all the swords, which is really good because they actually have that moment in full. So they've got like swords and Lau is like sticking them into
just randomly
into the cabinet, which is funny. And then he comes out like perfectly fine, but saying his head hurts for that particularly. Last
because the last sword went from above. And then there's the auction auction scene.
We go back down to Druid's basement where he does all the child trafficking. And so Ciel has this moment where he got chloroformed. So Druid like put a chloroform handkerchief over his nose and he passed out. When he woke up he was in the cage. And it was that whole thing, and then he calls out to Sebastian.
Sebastian comes out, beats everyone up.
So no one dies.
And then he takes Ciel into his arms and on his shoulder, I think. Right?
But he like hefts the kid onto his shoulder. Like just picks him up like it's nothing.
And then they just walk off the stage, and then the two policemen came to find everyone lying on the floor. And the funny thing is, like, Drew was lying in the phoenix pose.
Drew's in the phoenix pose.
And then the police were actually like, oh, he's doing this pose. Because you can't really see it when he was lying on the floor. But then when the police, like, they actually do, oh, this guy's like in this weird pose. And then that's when we realized that Drew was like lying there in the Phoenix pose the whole time.
Pose, yeah.
The whole time. And then we go back, and then I think there was like scene 7 is the new and then we move to the chess game.
Oh yes, so Ciel's back home and with everyone, and it's a rainy day. This is actually one of my favourite scenes. Madam makes him stop reading like the newspaper or the reports or something. She brings out a chess set.
In her nightgown.
Yeah, in her nightgown. It's very sweet. And they play chess until Ciel decides to go to bed, and he gives her a kiss goodnight and walks off, and then it's the scene where she like pretty much demands Sebastian to look after this boy, like even at the cost of his life. And then Grell goes off, Sebastian goes off, and Madam gets her really sad solo.
Her solo, yeah.
Which is really sweet, and that's pretty much the theme of the musical, because they reuse that theme later
twice
on.
In Act 2.
In the reprise.
Yeah.
So it's very sweet and very sad.
Yeah, super sad. I think like in this place where Grell kind of came back in the middle, and then he kind of walked up the stairs to kind of look down at Madam for a very brief period of time, and then he comes back down. And then Act 1 concludes with everyone except William singing together.
Oh, yeah. It's really good because, you can't have William.
Yeah, I know, but it's just
he's like the trump card. You don't get to see him till way later. Anyway, it's really good because they close Act 1 pretty much the same as they closed Act 1 in Most Beautiful Death, except this time they've got like lanterns, like the police hold at night.
They all got lanterns, and they all come, like, everyone's standing on the stage, like, there's no, like, second level or anything.
Yeah,
like,
but they all come in
at different
points of the song with their own section of the song, which I thought was very good.
Yeah, like, even Undertaker gets, like, a couple
of lines. Yeah, everyone does.
In the song.
And then it's, like, a big ensemble chorus, and then it closes.
Yeah, that's my favorite song next to Madam's solo. I really like this one.
Alright, so that intermission.